Hi, welcome everybody to another YDF Live show. My name is Stephen Aitchison, creator of YourDigitalFormula.com, a program to help you grow your audience, share your message and transform your business. This is going to be a wee bit different today because normally what I do is kind of give you a lesson about online business or social media or stuff like that. But what I want to do today is just kind of turn it on you and ask what is stopping you from A, starting an online business, B, taking it to the next level. And I genuinely want to know kind of what is stopping you, because I want to kind of learn from you as well, and hopefully we can help each other out. So if you answer the question, what is stopping you from starting an online business? And B, what is stopping you from taking it to the next level? Is it certain beliefs you have? Is it fears? Do you think it's to do with money? Tell me what it is that you think is stopping you. Stephen Webb is saying distractions. Okay, let me know, Stephen, what type of distractions are stopping you? Is it Facebook? Is that a distraction? Is it kind of other websites? Is it kind of too many things going on at once? Let me know what it is, Stephen, because I'd love to kind of know more about that and see if we can kind of work through it a wee bit as well. I know we've only got half an hour and I can't speak to everybody, but it'd be good to just kind of get this online interaction. Hopefully it'll help other people as well. Cheryl Hastings, right? Don't know how. So the first thing you've got to ask yourself, and really when you're starting an online business, are you passionate about something just now? Is there something you love doing just now that you would do for free, or you do for free just now? It could be anything at all. Is there something like that? And because if there is, there's always a way to make money from it. It's not about making money from it, it's about helping others first and making money kind of second, but they kind of go hand in hand as well. So I want you to think about what you're really passionate about, or finding something you're passionate about. I'm just going to see if I can see Stephen's comment. It's not come back yet, so we'll just keep going through. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I just thought we'll do kind of an online kind of coaching thing and see what happens. So Cheryl, yeah, that's a question you'd need to ask yourself. Have you got something you would love to do online, you just don't know how to do it? If you have got something you want to do, then there's loads of kind of opportunities for learning how to do it. And obviously what you need to do is grow your followers online. You need to get a tribe around you first of all, and that's what the YDF program is all about. It's about gathering a tribe of people around about you. So we'll kind of go back to that question as well. Maria Flynn, funny, it was a wrong belief that I was technically not savvy, but frankly, it's not true. YDF taught me otherwise. My new belief, I'll figure it out. And Maria Flynn is the operations manager for you who, for those of you who don't know. But what Maria does, and she can ask me a question about kind of doing stuff kind of online, if it's in Kajabi, if it's on websites, if it's email or something. And a kind of catchphrase is, so I kind of tell her briefly what we're looking for, and she'll just say, I'll figure it out. So that's quite good. And I love that about Maria as well. She just kind of goes, figures it out herself. Good old Mr. Google. You just check out Google, find out some lessons online, and she does it herself, which is brilliant. And she's learned a lot from that. Well, I know you've learned a lot, Maria. And I've learned a lot as well from the things you've kind of found out as well. So brilliant from that point of view. Okay, I'll just see if there's any more kind of comments here. Leonette Gleason wouldn't know where to start. I think that's coming through quite a lot then. A lot of people just don't know where to start. So the first thing is, obviously, if you have a passion, something that you're passionate about, and I mean literally it could be anything. Knitting, if you're passionate about knitting. If you're passionate about reading, you could make money from that, believe it or not, because you can share kind of your thoughts online on your blog. You can make money from a blog, for example. If you read a book every single week, or if you read a book, I don't know, every 2 or 3 days, then you could do that. We've got somebody in the YDF tribe kind of doing that just now. So there's anything. So if you're passionate about something, the next place to start is Facebook. Start a Facebook page, start a Facebook group, and then start building a following. That is the very first place to start. Don't think about making money from the very start. but start thinking about how do you build your following? How do you get people to follow you? So that's what to think about when you're first starting out. Shelley Sweeney, hi Steve, just got here from Tokyo tonight. Excellent, welcome back Shelley, hope you had a good trip wherever you were. What other questions in the past? Okay. Drishti, I tried to monetize my blog, but Google AdSense account got rejected 3 times. The website doesn't meet standards. I can't figure out what. I know we've kind of looked at that in the past, so you've spoke about that in the past, Drishti. They're getting very stringent, Google, for new websites. I've tried to get a couple of clients on Google AdSense as well, and they keep knocking it back for whatever reason. And don't give you a specific reason. That's the trouble with Google AdSense. But I love Google AdSense. I've been using it for years, and it's a great income source or side income source for me. But there's other ways out there as well. There's other companies that are doing stuff out there. You don't just need to use Google AdSense. You can monetize your blog in other ways. So you've got revcontent.com, for example. You've got littlethings.com. They can, well, that's kind of monetizing your Facebook page. But you've got loads of different ad networks out there. So search in Google for alternatives to Google AdSense. That's all you need to type in Google search, and you'll find a load of alternatives. Try one, see how it goes. So that's what I would suggest to yourself. So there's loads of different ways you can monetize your kind of blog. David Franklin, I'm new to this internet stuff, and it scares me because I never had any time on them. Again, that's coming through loud and clear. A lot of people just don't know where to start. They don't know what to do with it. So it's just about learning kind of one bit at a time. So you learn all about your computer, just how to use your computer. You learn about the internet, how to use the internet, how to search, and then you start to kind of learn about building a blog or creating a landing page or creating an autoresponder. And all the answers are in Google. It's going to take you time to do that. That's what the YDF program is all about. So it totally cuts down the time for you to learn how to do these things. But you can do it yourself just to get started by searching on Google as well. I'm just going to see a few comments here. We've got Maria's sending them through. Majella Carney, too afraid, no confidence. That's what's stopping you. So that's to do with your beliefs. And that's to do with your beliefs about yourself. Obviously your self-confidence as well. But again, the way to get over that is just start doing small things. One step at a time, like starting a Facebook page. Just create one. You can create one literally within the space of 2 minutes. And you could create a Facebook page, and then you just start adding content to it. You don't put any pressure on yourself, but soon over the coming months, the kind of year or the kind of weeks and months, you build up that Facebook page and you start to kind of develop confidence. And you start writing your own quotes, for example, as well. So it's just one step at a time. Everybody tries to look at the big picture when they're thinking about doing an online business, and they think, oh, that's going to be way too hard. It's just not possible to do that. Start out small. Start a Facebook page. That's all you need to do. You can create that. By the end of this live show, you could have created a Facebook page already with a header, with some posters. You can do that within the space of 5-10 minutes. Extremely easy to do, and that's all you do, small steps. Right, I've read some of these. That's Kyle Ling Kai Young. Where can I find my passion? Normally, you shouldn't have to look for your passion. You shouldn't really have to look for it. If there's something that you're deeply interested in, anything at all, that might be your passion. If there's something you're really into, it could be, for somebody, it could be cars, car mechanic, and just kind of doing mechanical things on cars. It could be kind of reading. It could be creating products. It could be anything at all. Gaming online. There's people gaming online. They're kind of recording it in the video, and they're doing live shows with it as well, and they're making millions of dollars a year online. Now, as I said, your goal is not to make millions online. It shouldn't be at the beginning, because that's just too kind of big a step. You want to take it one step at a time, because it's not going to happen overnight. If you want a get rich quick scheme, it's not there. It just does not exist. So you need to focus, really focus in on your passion, find out if you can create a Facebook page from it, how you can do that and what to do, then start building up slowly but surely, then start creating an email list, a blog, and then a product, a service, coaching service, loads of different things that you can do to monetize it. So to find your passion, ask yourself what you're deeply interested in. That's how you find your passion. And if you're deeply interested in something, you'll probably know what your passion is already. You shouldn't really have to go looking for it. But there are things you can do to find out what you could be interested in as well. So you need to ask yourself that question, Kyle. Joseph Goodman, good morning, Steve. Should I remove YouTube video from my page in order to take advantage of the Facebook stack? Yeah, what Joseph is talking about here is we did a webinar. I'll put a link down to it below. We did a webinar and we spoke about the Facebook stack. And the Facebook stack was talking about videos. And videos is brilliant for your Facebook page, but not YouTube videos. So definitely remove. Well, no, I wouldn't remove them, Joseph. If they're there, just leave them. But from now on, just start uploading directly to your Facebook page. And trust me, you'll see a much bigger kind of reach, a much higher reach on the videos you upload to Facebook rather than the kind of YouTube video links that you've got in. So definitely do that, Joseph. So yeah, that's what Joseph was talking about with the Facebook stack, because the Facebook stack kind of talks about everything that really Facebook are on just now and they're kind of promoting and they're pushing just now, and videos is just one of them. So I hope that helps, Joseph. Chantal Durward, could you please tell us what the best domain to use? Right, by the best domain, it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to kind of brand yourself? Do you want to brand a product? Do you want to brand a company? So that's the three things to think about. I would kind of always go for branding yourself, first of all, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. If you brand a company, for example, that company might go bust, or you might close it down in 2 years' time, but you've still got that domain name. But you're never going to close yourself down. So I would always go for your brand first, your brand and your name. So if it's chantaldurward.com, if you can get that, if you can, go for .net or .org or some variation of that. But .com always first, then look for a .org and then a .net or vice versa. So it depends on what you want to do, Chantal. So I hope that helps. Cheryl Hastings, right. Just got my bachelor's degree in behavioural science. Could that help if I want to be a freelance writer? Do I need to have a special program for submissions? You don't. When you're a freelance writer and you want to write for blogs, for example, the best thing to do, and I'm going to be honest here, I don't like getting emails from freelance writers for the blog to put articles on my blog, because it shows me that they're not passionate about writing if they've not got their own blog. So I would start a blog first of all, if that's what you're thinking about doing, Cheryl. Start a blog on something that you're kind of really interested in. It could be health, personal development, business, whatever it is. Just start a blog and start building that up. And at the same time, you're building up your portfolio of writing, because you can then kind of direct people. If you go to other blog owners and say, listen, I'm a kind of blogger and I wanted to kind of submit a guest article for you. And then you could kind of offer your freelance services for writing on your blog as well. So I would always do it that way, Cheryl. I wouldn't kind of just be a freelance writer, not have a blog or a website or anything. Behavioural science, is that going to help you? If you're deeply interested in that topic, yeah, that is definitely going to help you, because you've got a lot to offer. And millions of people around the world are kind of interested in the psychology of that as well. So definitely. Regis MVHO is saying, hi Steve. Yes, social media distractions. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. How do you stay laser focused? Is that from Regis or is that from Steve? Stephen. We'll say it's from Regis just now. Social media distractions. What you've got to turn them off. If you're on Google Chrome, for example, or whatever browser you're on, and you've set yourself a task for the day or set yourself a task for the next few hours, turn everything else off, close all the tabs. And I must be the kind of world's worst. When I'm not focused on something, I've got probably about 40 or 50 tabs open at the same time. So I'm just flicking through all the different tabs when I need to. But if you're focused on something, say you want to build a sales page. Just now I'm building a sales page for the YDF program, a new sales page, and I've got everything else closed down. Everything else apart from Facebook, because obviously I get the messages and that, and I'm kind of conversing for business with Maria and kind of other people as well. So I've got that open, but if it's not important, I'll just keep working on the sales page. So close everything off. Close Twitter, just close all your social media and focus on the one task, but give yourself a time for that task. So it might be from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. you're going to work on the sales page for whatever, or you're going to start writing a blog post for 2 hours. Close everything else down, shut down your phone so you're not getting any notifications. That's one of the biggest things you can do, and then you start to get disciplined when you do that, and then you can calendar in everything that you need to do and kind of task everything that you need to do as well, because it might be a multitude of things that you need to do for your business. So we're using kind of programs and software and the calendar to calendarize our time as well. So I hope that helps you. Just comment from Lorraine Emmett. I already have an online business, but what stopped me taking it to the next level has been staying stuck in doing everything for free mode. Yeah, I totally understand that, Lorraine. For way too long and not feeling I had strong enough USP to create a product. Is that belief changing now, Lorraine? Because you've got a unique selling point. And Lorraine is from Life Rhino. Her page is Life Rhino if you want to go and check that out. So I would say you have got everybody's got a unique selling point, and the unique selling point is you. You are the unique selling point. You're not going to do the same thing that everybody else does, or you're not going to do it in the same way that everybody else is doing it. Even if it's the same kind of thing, it doesn't matter. Competition is good in this market. You've got to think about that. Look at what others are doing, and you'll probably, when you see what others are doing similar to what you're doing, Lorraine, you'll probably say, God, I could do that, or I could do that better. Or you start to get ideas of kind of making things better that other people are doing online that you kind of ultimately want to do. So free mode, you need to scrap free mode. Scrap free mode. Your free mode should only be your kind of live shows, your blogs, your blog posts that you write about. That should be your only kind of free modes. And if you're doing YouTube videos or kind of Instagram and your Facebook page, that's your free mode. But doing things for other people should never ever be free. It should be your time you're kind of charging for as well. If it's coaching, if it's helping others, obviously helping others out, you're not going to charge for. You just as a quick reply. But doing it for free, you should get out of that mode as quickly as possible. And even getting a $17 ebook or a $7 ebook or a $17 product out there, an MP3 or something like that, just get it out there as quick as possible. So get out of the free mode, because we all tend to, because that's our comfort zone, that's probably your comfort zone now. Whereas maybe this time last year or a couple of years ago, even thinking about creating a free product was probably a huge deal for you, because you might be thinking, who would download it, who would sign up for that, who would want to read that, for example. But now you've stepped up a level already. You've got that free mode. Now you need to step up another level and say, okay, I'm scrapping free mode. This is in business mode. Free mode, business mode. You need to step up a gear just now, Lorraine. I'll do that as quickly as possible, because you have got a unique selling point. It is you, and you've got to kind of trust yourself first of all. We can speak about more about that, Lorraine. Kathy Baker, how to bring it all together, all the elements, all the technical aspects, the right collaborators, lift off with traction, and launch myself as a connector and facilitator. Somewhat overwhelming putting into place all the elements and stepping stones. Totally understand where you're coming from, Kathy. And I mean, really understand where you're coming from. I mean, there's so many things going on for YDF and the other kind of parts of the business as well. All the different income streams and what to focus on and how they all fit together. The thing to do with that is map it down. If you can get a big, I don't know where my big pad is. I'm just looking for it there. I've got a big pad. It's like a kind of drawing pad that I've got. And if you can map down everything that you need to do for your business, just map it down. Just first of all, it doesn't have to be in order. It doesn't have to be in place. But once you can visualize it and see it kind of on paper, or you can do it online as well, map it down, everything that you need to do. So for example, you're saying all the elements of technical aspects, the right collaborators, lift or traction, launch myself as a connector. It depends on what, if you're launching a product, not necessarily launching, but putting a product out there. A lot of people kind of launch these, do these big launches, and they gear up for it and they get really really into it and they do a big huge launch. But you don't need to do that. You can do a soft launch and just launch a product to your email list, for example. So you need to kind of map down and visualize and see everything that's involved in what you're looking to do. So if you want to launch a product, for example, obviously you need a sales page. You want a kind of landing, a sign up page as well for people to sign up for a pre-gift. You want a thank you page after that. And then you want kind of the email list. You want to get email sequence in place. So there's loads of things kind of go on in the background as well that people don't see. So just map everything down, put it down on paper, and then start to piece it together. Obviously, we'd need to look at that, sit down for an hour and look at it if we were going to do something. But just now thinking about it yourself, that's what I would do. Just map everything down. I hope that helps, Kathy. Madhu Segal. Hey, a few days ago I started to listening to you. You're so amazing. Topics are very useful. Oh, thank you, Madhu. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you very much. I appreciate you turning up. Cheryl Hastings, right. Is it necessary to have other platforms than Facebook? I would future-proof your business. At first, I have to be honest, your digital formula, the program, was all about building your platform on Facebook. It was all about that. And it still is to a certain degree, because Facebook is going to be here for the next 10 years. It's not going anywhere. It's only getting better, especially for marketers and people selling online and people doing things online as well. It's only going to get better from that point of view. But don't put all your eggs in one basket, and do Instagram, do kind of YouTube, do, if you're going to go on Periscope, for example. I don't know if Periscope's the right way to go, but whatever you're interested in as well. Check out the new things that are coming out. But I would definitely say Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube would be the three main ones I would focus on. So yeah, it's good to have other social media platforms. Twitter, you can have a presence there. You don't need to kind of start to build up as much. I don't think Twitter is going anywhere, to be honest. I think it's just kind of going downhill. And they might bring out new things. They bring out kind of Twitter Live and stuff like that as well. So yeah, just definitely have other social media platforms as well, but focus on one or two and building them up as well, and kind of cross post between the social media sites. So I hope that helps, Cheryl. Terry Beaver, thank you for reminding me not to do everything for free. I just made that decision today. Excellent, excellent. Once you get out of the free mode in your mind, you can then step up and start asking yourself the bigger question. Okay, how can I help more people, and how can I get more money at helping those people as well, or how can I make money helping those people at the same time? So you always want to think win-win. Always think win-win for your readers and for yourself. So usually when you're stuck in free mode, it's not a win-win, because what you're doing is a win for the readers all the time. Free kind of blog content, free Facebook content, free video content, free emails. That's all the kind of free stuff. You spend hundreds of hours doing that, or you're going to spend hundreds of hours doing that. So get out of free mode, and because you've been stuck there long enough, and start charging what you're worth, what your knowledge is worth. And this is what it's all about. It's about taking your passion, something that you're really, really passionate about, and because naturally you've gathered knowledge about the passion that you're interested in, you can then share that with others, and others want to get that knowledge as well. Now, you might not think you have that much knowledge to start to kind of charge for, or write an ebook for, or do an MP3, or do a video membership program or something. But trust me, there's hundreds of people looking for the answers that you have right now because of your knowledge on your passion. You have to trust me on that and just go for it. So that's what I would say to that, Terry. So yeah, you're doing the right thing. And people do not value free as much. You're totally right. People don't value free. Whenever I see something for free, unless it's a free sign up or something like that, if it's a free course and they say, okay, it's worth $149, I do not value that course, because why are they giving it away for free if it's worth $149? I know it's to kind of entice you in and try and get you as a subscriber, but it's not worth $149. So I don't value free at all. Free has no value whatsoever, obviously. So even if you want to put $7 on it, I would value that more. If I said, okay, it's normal $149, but I'd really like to get you as a subscriber, so I can send you more great information, and you can get this course today for $49 or $37 or $17, whatever it is. But free, in my mind, it wouldn't hold much value, to be honest. I wouldn't really pay attention to it. So I hope that helps, Terry. Chantal, coming up with a name for coaching business is a difficult one. It's not just what to do, Chantal. I think you've asked this question before, so you might be stuck in that mode. Just pick a name and go for it. You can always change it in the future. Pick a name and go for it. You're never going to get the perfect name. And to be honest, if you market the correct way, it doesn't matter if you had kickmyarse.com. If you marketed it the right way, you're still going to get a lot of traffic to it. So it doesn't really matter about the domain name. SEO is not really important in domain names any longer. It used to be in the past, so you don't need to worry from that aspect as well. So pick a name, go for it. Just register it and start your WordPress blog on it as soon as possible. In fact, I'm going to challenge you to do that today, Chantal. Do that today. That's your challenge. For the end of the day, I'd like you to have that domain name picked, choose it, buy it, and put a WordPress blog on. Not for the end of the day, the WordPress blog, but to get the domain name and just go for it. And as I said, it doesn't matter which one you pick. You could have any domain name as long as you market it the correct way. It's not a lot of people are going to pay attention to the domain name. When people go over to my blog, they don't say stephenaitchison.co.uk/blog/whatever. They just look at the articles on the blog, and that's what deeply interests them. They don't really pay attention to the domain name as such. Yeah, you want a good domain name for future proofing and for kind of branding as well, but just pick a domain name. You're going to have to bear with me 1 second. There's somebody at the door. Oh, sorry about that, everyone. That's somebody looking to do the driveways. Oh, nightmare. That's the only thing about working from home. You do get kind of disturbed, but not that often. It's real. What can I do? Okay, we're back to this. Yeah, Chantal, that's your challenge for the end of the day. Pick a domain name, register it, send your name, start moving on it. Question from Wendy Maron. Your thoughts on Instagram for a personal development program? Yes, I would start. Obviously, you've started building up Instagram. Now with Instagram, they've got really good kind of advertising options as well, but you kind of have to know what you're doing. So I would kind of look into the advertising kind of options on Instagram, and doing videos as well. Wendy would be really good. So 1 minute videos or story videos. If you've got the live feature for Instagram, you could go on live every day for Instagram and just drop your kind of link when you're talking about it. So if there's, I don't know what your personal development program is called, but you can just mention it on your live when you're doing the story lives on Instagram. So utilize everything that Instagram has got. A live is going to be a great feature for everybody doing that, and that's how people are really building up their Instagram following. Putting a link at the very top in your profile on Instagram. You can only get one link on Instagram, so put that in your profile. Just now, change that straight away and direct people towards your profile as well when you're putting up posts. Just saying, check out my profile and click on the link there. So that's a good way to do it as well, Wendy. And advertising as well. Test out advertising, because it can be quite difficult at first on Instagram, but there's loads of stuff you can do. Videos particularly are good, as well as live videos as well. Delissa Sarimi, how do you build a list? First of all, you need an autoresponder like Aweber, for example. You need an autoresponder, which is a program that it's a software kind of service online that helps you collect email addresses. You can put links up on your blog. You can put the links up on Facebook, so when somebody clicks on it, it comes up with a box, or it goes to a landing page to insert your name and email address, and usually give something away for free to do that. And then you start collecting email addresses up that way. Once you collect email addresses, you've got to have a sequence of emails to go out, or you can broadcast every day if you want. Send out an email every day to your subscribers, or every second day, or every third day, and keep in constant contact with your subscribers. Because if they've not heard from you for a couple of weeks, they're just going to unsubscribe, or when you do eventually write out to them, they're going to say, who the hell is that? And they're going to unsubscribe from you. So keep in constant contact as well. So first things first, you need a service provider, an autoresponder service like Aweber, MailChimp, Constant Contact. There's loads of them out there. I use Aweber just now. It's a bit pricier once you get up to maybe 100,000 subscribers, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it, and it's very easy to use as well. I would recommend Aweber. I've tried a lot of the other ones in the past, but I still like Aweber. So I hope that helps, Delisa. Cheryl Hastings, right? Can I find info on how to get a domain? Right, so we're starting literally from the very start. Yeah, what to do is if you want to go to GoDaddy.com, they'll be able to register it for you there and then. So probably GoDaddy, depends on what you want to do and what kind of website you're going to have and how much hosting you need as well. Once you get the domain name, you need something called hosting. And hosting is just whereby if you're building a website, it's like another computer in a different country or a different part of the world that hosts the website for you. Then it gets served to your kind of domain name so other people can see what's on the website. So that is the hosting part of it. And then you'll need kind of WordPress put in. But the domain name, go to GoDaddy.com or Bluehost.com, just any of these, HeartInternet.com as well, you can use. So there's a ton of domain registrars out there that you can use. So I'd recommend some of those for you. So I hope that helps. So you're literally really starting out from the very beginning. You don't kind of know kind of at all what you're doing with this. And that's a good thing, because you're not going to learn any kind of bad habits or anything. You're going to start from scratch, and there's great new information out there kind of all the time as well. Mira is saying, don't host with GoDaddy, too expensive, and they call all the time to talk you into services you don't need. Well, there's something. I've never had a call from GoDaddy. Have I got GoDaddy? Yes, I've got GoDaddy kind of websites from the past. I've never found a problem with them, but obviously each to their own. But there's loads of domain kind of name registrars out there. I'm just going to see if there's any more. The comments are sticking again. I don't know why Facebook is sticking. Cheryl Hastings, right? I don't know if there's an old comment or a new comment. Thanks for all the great advice. Thank you very much for watching, Cheryl, and for your questions as well. Really appreciate it. Maria Flynn, future-proof your business. I like that. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, thank you very much, Maria. Yeah, I think you have to think when you're starting a business online, you have to think ahead as well. So it's not only starting a business on the day to day and that's it. You've got to think ahead and say, okay, if you're going to start a product, do you want the domain name to be your product name, or do you want your Facebook page to be the product name? You've got to think about it, say, in 5 years' time, and just ask yourself, is that product going to be around? Is it going to be relevant in 5 years' time? Is it going to be relevant in 10 years' time? And that's why I always recommend kind of branding yourself, branding your own name, for example, mariaflynn.com, for example. YDFLive, that's probably going to be a business for the next 5-10 years as well. I can see that definitely, but still being a business, and a viable business as well, and a business kind of brand as well. But I do recommend kind of branding yourself as well. So when you do bring products out, you could have a suite of products in the next 5 years' time. At mariaflynn.com, you've got Mojo Mastery, you've got YDFLive to kind of put on a page, you've got another product coming out, you've got your own seminar show, you've got your own TV show, and you've got all these, so you can put links to all them on your site as well, mariaflynn.com. That's what I would suggest to everybody. Kim Hamilton, morning Steve, I'm late, but I'll rewatch. No bother at all, Kim. We were just kind of trying something today to see what's stopping you from starting your business online or taking it to the next level. So yeah, that's what we're asking today, Kim, just to give you a quick catch up. And there's a lot of people at the very beginning stages, which I didn't realize, so that's been good for me as well. I didn't realize that people had no experience at all. So it's been really good from that point of view. I always kind of presume when people are watching these YDFLive shows that they have a bit of kind of knowledge or experience with some things online. So it's really taking it back to the very kind of basics and then working up from there. And it's something I might change in the program actually, just doing a very basics kind of course as well, or a module on the very basics, like registering a domain name, like kind of getting hosting, like, and I do that already actually with regards to kind of the blogging module. Delissa Sarimi, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Delissa. Money has been my block. If money, do you mean money to kind of start an online business, or money, because you don't necessarily need money to start an online business. In the future, you probably have to spend money to get money in on advertising and kind of paying people to maybe build a website or something like that. But you can do this all yourself, or call in favors, or kind of swap your time for. So if you're good at coaching but you haven't a clue about websites, coach somebody that has a clue about websites, and they can build your website for you, and you can coach them. That's just an example. So you don't necessarily need money. Well, you don't need money to start. Maybe registering a domain name, $10 or something, hosting $5 a month or something. So yeah. Joy Hamilton, I need a 101 course too. Yeah, I think, I didn't realise, Joy, but it looks like a lot of people would need kind of like a 101, a basics kind of module, just to get started. Right, okay, I didn't realise, but I'm 30 minutes in already. I've just been yabbering away. Oh my god, it's 25 to, so I need to get ready for the CYT live show. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for just now. I thought I'd try a wee experiment today, and I'm glad because I didn't realise kind of what different levels everybody was at, so it's good from that point of view. If you liked this video, if you thought it was useful, just share it with your friends and family and anybody else that are thinking about starting an online business. And remember, we've got the monthly YDF live training with myself and Maria Flynn. I'll put a link down below for that. And that's going to be a live kind of training every single month. At the same time every month. It's going to be 7 PM GMT, which is 2 PM EST. And it starts on the 6th of February. We've got a few people in. We've got a lot of people in just now. And the program would be great if you were there as well. And it's talking about starting and growing an online business. That's what it's all about. And it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll put the link down below for that as well. But until tomorrow, whatever you're doing today, have a brilliant day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow again. Namaste. Take care. Bye now.